and welcome to another episode of Cooking with Louise. I am Louise, your Independent Pampered Chef Consultant. On today's episode, I'm going to share with you a meatless recipe called Turmeric and Coconut Braised Chickpeas. This is a hearty, delicious recipe, perfect for the fall or cooler nights, and there's no meat. The ingredients that you're going to need for this recipe is a small red onion. Since this one is so large, I will just be using half. You will need 3 to 4 cloves of garlic, 2 cups of cherry tomatoes that we're going to slice in half, 2 cans of chickpeas, 1 can of unsweetened coconut milk, 4 cups of kale or spinach, or in this instance, I am using a super green blend. And your spices are going to be turmeric, ginger, and red pepper flakes. And because I have made this recipe one time before, I decided that in this recipe, I'm going to be adding a little bit of coconut curry powder. So this will be optional if you choose to add that or not. So let's go ahead and get started with chopping up the small red onion. Now I'm gonna be using my favorite product, the manual food processor, of course, and gonna get the onion chopped nice and small. I do have my oven preheating to 425 degrees, so you wanna get that ready. And I am going to be cooking this recipe in my enameled cast iron Dutch oven. So you can also use our enameled, our brand new piece, our enameled cast iron skillet with the lid. All right, let's get these chopped up nice and small. I think I'm gonna go a little bit smaller with these, so let me just chop them a little bit more. And I'm gonna set these aside. Let me show you how nice and tiny we got these. Oh, there's a little bit of skin. There you go. Can you see in there? Perfect. So I'm just gonna set these aside. The next ingredient that I'm going to prep is the cherry tomatoes. I'm going to be using our close and cut. Sorry, close and cut. And I'm gonna put about a cup in here at a time. There we go. And I'm going to use our serrated knife and just slice all of these in half at one time. As you can see, they are nice and sliced in half, and that's a lot quicker than doing them each individual, right? So I'm just going to set those aside and do the other cup. And one more time. There we go. All right. Now I'm going to go ahead and put my Dutch oven starting to get hot. I'm going to go ahead and get that on. Add a little bit of oil. And let that start heating up. While that's heating up, I'm going to go ahead and open our cans, get those ready to go. And to drain these, I will be using I'm going to be using this. This is our colander, our easy recolander. Just hooking it onto my sink actually. I don't think you can see that. I'll see if I can get the camera to pan down. I have this new nifty thing here. Pan down. No, I can't pan down. Anyway, see how it just drains right in here. It's 1 can. I'm gonna go ahead and drain both of them. And what I was saying is this actually hooks on the center part of my sink. All right, so now I'm going to go ahead and add the onions and the garlic and get those sauteing. All right, so I have added in the onions and they are cooking away, getting nice and tender. And to this, I'm going to add the 3 to 4 crushed garlic cloves using our garlic peeler. So I'm gonna go ahead and get those added. The onions smell delicious. So this is a super healthy recipe and it is so quick and easy. It's actually just going to cook in the oven for 15 to 20 minutes. So it's perfect for a busy weeknight. Get these in here. All right, let me stir that up a little bit. Now to this, I'm going to add all the rest of the ingredients. So I'm just going to start with the cherry tomatoes. Next, I'm going to add the drained chickpeas. Now to this, I'm going to go ahead and start adding my seasonings, starting with a half a teaspoon of the ginger. Next, I need 1 teaspoon of the turmeric. I need 1/4 of a teaspoon of red pepper flakes, but I'm going to do a half a teaspoon. And I'm also going to do a half a teaspoon of that coconut curry powder that I talked about earlier, simply because we like curry flavoring and the extra little spice that it might add to it. And next I need just a little bit of salt. 1/4 of a teaspoon. I'm going to stir all this around. Let those spices kind of toast a little bit. Now it's time to add the only liquid in this recipe, and that is the can of unsweetened coconut milk. And my greens. Now remember, the recipe called for 4 cups of kale or spinach, and I am using the super green mixture. Let me just get all that worked together, and I will show you what it looks like before I put it in the oven. So it goes in that preheated oven at 425 degrees for just 19 to 20 minutes. And I will be serving this alongside some naan bread. You could use a pita bread or a crusty bread or whatever you would like. It will also be very delicious served with some rice. And the last time I made it, the leftovers I served on top of some sauteed tofu. And that was amazing. So let me show you what this looks like. Let me see if I can show you what this looks like, okay? Before it goes in the oven. Ta-da! All right, and I'm just gonna pop it in the oven, like I said, and we'll check back. It's been 20 minutes and the smell's coming out of my kitchen. Oh my goodness, it smells divine. Absolutely delicious. Let's take a quick peek at what this turmeric and coconut braised chickpeas look like. I just fogged up my glasses. It's so hot. All right, so can you see in here? Look at this. I'll put some in a bowl. That coconut milk has made this rich and creamy. All of those greens have cooked down. In fact, I probably could have added more than 4 cups. And the tomatoes have broken down. I think that little added curry powder, I can definitely smell that. Look at that. Delicious for a cool fall evening. Too bad I'm in Houston and we don't have any cool fall evenings. That's it for this episode of Cooking with Louise. Thank you so much for tuning in. You know the drill. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and ring the bell so you will be notified of any of my upcoming videos. Thank you so much, you guys, and happy cooking.